Man, oh man, oh man, Geforce now packs a punch with the addition of Street Fighter 6 and more. Let's get into this one. What is up, people? What is up, people? What is up, people? It is your boy, MM2K of Geeks, Hard Knock Digital Culture, and of course here, CloudDosage, with a new episode of the CDO GFN Recap. This is where we recap the weekly blog from the NVIDIA GeForce Now. We break down the news, and I give my thoughts and commentary on this week's news. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, as you can tell, I'm tripping all over myself. I can't wait to get into this one. But before we do all that, do us a huge favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and rock those bells so you get notifications, please. All right, so let's get into it. With no further ado, so I can tell you what I think about this week's news. This week, GFN Thursday is certainly not holding back the punches, as the big game arrival for this week is none other than Capcom's hit title Street Fighter 6. In addition, this week also sees the arrival of a much requested free-to-play FPS title in xDefiant. Yes, Ubisoft's popular online shooter has finally arrived. But first and foremost, we gotta talk about that big game, which is Street Fighter 6. Here comes Capcom's newest challenger, Street Fighter 6. It launched worldwide last June, and it is here on GeForce Now, yes! And it represents the next evolution of the Street Fighter series. Street Fighter 6 spans 3 distinct game modes, including World Tour, Fighting Ground, and Battle Hub. Man. Oh, you know what? I calm yourself down, MM2K. We're going to get into this in a little bit. Now we got to go to the next one, which is a very, very important get for NVIDIA GeForce Now. And that is xDefiant. xDefiant is a free-to-play first-person online arena shooter where you compete in fast-paced clashes. With cross-play available at launch, you will be able to play with friends on a variety of platforms. Choose from a large arsenal of weapons, attachments, and devices to optimize the way that you play. Combine any weapon with any faction and unlock new options as you play to perfect your play style. Wow. Now, in total, we have 7 new games coming to the GFN library. So I got to calm myself down. I'm ready to hop into my thoughts about these games, but I got to calm myself down. So we have 7 new games coming to the library, 4 of which are brand new releases on Steam. So let's do this. I want to put these games up here so you can see which ones are coming. All right, we got Killer Clowns from Outer Space. The game, new release via Steam. We got Autopsy Simulator, which is a new release via Steam. Chernobyl Liquidators coming via Steam. Sneak Out via Steam. Farm Together 2 via Steam. The aforementioned Street Fighter 6 via Steam. And xDefiant is coming to us via the Ubisoft Connect store. So with that said, my friends, that is it for the news. As always, remember to follow us on our social media sites such as X or Twitter, Threads, and Facebook to keep up with the latest and greatest in news. All right. Now that we got the news out of the way, let's now go into my thoughts, because man, oh man, oh man, I have so many thoughts. All right, so let's start with Street Fighter 6. Okay, Street Fighter 6 is a beloved fighter. And this is a huge get for GFN. Why? Because it further shows you the depth of the games that they have here on the platform. All right. And that's important for a cloud platform. One that's, trying to break through and see saturation with the mainstream market. I think that's very important to have the games that people from the mainstream market want to see. And they definitely did that with this one. Also, Capcom really is, we talk about it a lot on my other channel where I talk about mainstream gaming, MM2K Gaming. Definitely check that out. MM2K Gaming News, MM2K Gaming streams for the game streams. Not for the faint of heart. We just want to let you know It's not safe for work content there always, except our videos are cool. But when we do our live shows, we let everything out of the bag. No holds barred. That being said, we talk a lot about Capcom. Capcom is really one of the shining spots in development. We're not always keen about things that are happening with development nowadays because we understand the pandemic happened. But we feel like that gamers often are not getting the biggest bang for their buck. You know what I'm saying? And it's challenging to try to deal with that as a gamer and just keep going on. But you see the silver lining and it puts a smile on your face when you see developers and publishers like Capcom who keep setting the bar, who keep doing what they can to appease their clientele, that really work for quality. That's all we can ask for, to get the biggest bang for our buck. And now that we see Capcom really establishing a relationship with NVIDIA GeForce Now, that is huge, y'all. That is important. That is big. And really, I really think in these times, again, with everything that's going on with gamers being upset about certain games and showcases and stuff like that, one that I think is universally cherished is Capcom. You cannot say anything negative about them. From a systematic standpoint, they are doing a fantastic job, and kudos to NVIDIA GeForce Now for establishing that relationship and then bringing strong titles over like Street Fighter 6. All right, so those are my thoughts on Street Fighter 6. Huge get, great get, big win for the cloud, and even a bigger win for gamers, but a huge get for NVIDIA GeForce Now, and it just shows you the strength and the power of this service. All right, that being said, I now want to talk about xDefiant. Okay, so xDefiant concerned us, to say the least, for a while. We've written some articles on CloudDosage, and we've seen some of our favorite content creators here on the cloud space, ask questions like, where the heck is this game at? And it's good to see that things have been finalized and the game is now here on NVIDIA GeForce Now. It's great to continue to see Ubisoft support of the service. This is a very important service, not only for cloud, but for a lot of these games where you got games like xDefiant that, they look awesome. They look awesome, okay? But everybody, and it is a competition shooter, so, maybe visuals aren't your main go-to. But if I'm playing an awesome game and I'm doing it competitively, does it hurt if the visuals are crisp and clear and draw distances are good and all of this stuff? No, of course it doesn't hurt. Hey, look, if it's appealing to the eye, if the aesthetics look great, that's an added bonus. And NVIDIA GeForce Now and NVIDIA GeForce Now Ultimate provides that. I can now boot up this game, play the crap out of it, and with some awesome visuals. We're going to test out and see what the parameters are, but we can play this with some awesome visuals, and we don't have to have the 1% of hardware in our house. We can do it on a Chromebook. We can do it on, less competent hardware. That's the power of the cloud. That's the power of the SuperPods. That's the power of NVIDIA GeForce Now with NVIDIA GeForce Now Ultimate as well. All right. So definitely check that out. Check out that tier. Check out the service altogether. You can't beat this with a stick. Power-packed week for NVIDIA GeForce Now. We're talking Street Fighter 6, xDefiant, 7 titles in total, 4 of them which are new via Steam. You can't beat that with a stick, all right? So with that said, that is it from your boy. You all, let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below, because like I always say, who cares what I think? But if you did like what I had to say, check out the links below to follow me. Again, they will lead you to Geeks, Hard Knock Digital Culture, MM2K Gaming, and CloudDosage. With all that said, peace. Have a wonderful gaming day.